Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be picking up somewhat where I left off in the last video. Um, I believe I had left off on my way south in Silver Pine Forest down here. Because I had a quest to kill some elite mobs. I was able to find a group, and there was a quest down here that I was able to do while I was in this group. However, I was not recording, did it? So I did take some quick screenshots of what the quest was. It was called Pyrewood Ambush, and the text said, "You got here just in the nick of time, icy dead people. The Pyrewood Council will be returning any moment. Removal has other matters to tend to in the keep. He uses the council as mere puppets to keep the mindless minions of Pyrewood under his control. But I believe that without the guidance of the Pyrewood Council, the sons of Arubal will turn against their master. I cannot handle them all by myself. I need you to help me. Together we lay waste to the council for Lady Sylvanas." After you accept it, of course, waves of enemies do come to attack. But after you finish killing them, Deathstalker Fairlia says, "You fought like a true disciple of the Dark Lady. With the council dead, perhaps we can gain control of this town once and for all, and drive Arubal from Shadowfang Keep. I salute you." So, yeah, that was a pretty rough quest. There would have been no way that I would have been able to do that on my own. You will notice that this quest is still here as well as this one. They are higher level. This one is actually in Shadowfang Keep, so it'll be a little while before I get done. But I was able to do my mage quest, and so I will be turning that in. Investigate the alchemist shop. Have you investigated the disturbance? Have you captured the creatures? Very good. The creatures within these containment coffers will be studied by our finest minds, and the reason behind their presence in the Undercity will be determined. If their appearance is caused by a rift in the natural flow of magic, then we must determine if the rift was random. If it was not random, but instead an attack by some magical force, then we must prepare for future, more serious disturbances. Gathering materials. It is time for you to don your first mage's robes. They are a sign of your station and a testament to your worth. To gain the robes, you must gather the mana gems from the Dalaran mages of Silverpine. Their beliefs are similar to ours, and so killing them is somewhat disgraceful. But if they lack the strength to resist us, then they do not deserve their lives. Bring the gems and a supply of linen, to Joseph Gregorian, the Mage's Quarter tailor shop. So I do already have enough linen, luckily. Ooh, I wonder what's going on with my mini-map. There we go. I do have enough linen already. And it's only a level 15 quest. Ah, yes, I forgot. I did go and find the item that starts a quest that drops over here. And it is resting in pieces. You don't look like a rawhide. Good. I had lost hope. My name is Alaric, and I was once Thul's head servant and bodyguard. He used his magic to, quote, protect me from the plague of undeath, but instead his spell gave me an unlife from which I cannot escape. And after creating the cursed rawhide gnolls, Thul beheaded me and gave my head to the gnolls as a plaything. Please take me to my body. I believe the gnolls buried it here in Fenris Keep, near the stable, in an unmarked grave. So I will have to venture back up there, which is fine because I plan on hearthing back down into Silver Pine to avoid the long trek. And there is plenty to pick up and turn in over here. So let's start over here with Rothhide Ichor. Do you have the Rothhide Ichor? Very good. This ichor will help us understand the nature of the rawhides and may show us their weakness, if they have one. Rawhide Origins. I have reduced the ichor you brought me and separated it into its base components. My findings are not conclusive, but I have determined that warlock and necromantic magics were used in the ichor's creation. While I continue to study the ichor, I want you to take a sample to Bethor Ice Shard in the Undercity. Bethor is not an apothecary, but his knowledge of magic may help to unravel the mystery of the rawhides. Go, you will find Bethor in the magic quarter of the Undercity. Of course, he's sending me right back to where I came from. And then we have a recipe for death. I see you are back. Apothecary Berard's journal. Why, you are quite brave. Now, let's see what Berard was up to before he went mad. According to Berard's journal, the moss from lake skulkers and creepers might prove useful for our quest to brew a new plague. Those beasts dwell on the island in Lake Lordamere to the east. He also mentions a very rare hardened tumor that he discovered on a vile fin murloc. Apparently the tumor is so rare, Berard was only able to obtain one. Collect samples of the moss as well as the rare hardened tumor, and take them to Master Apothecary Farinel in the Undercity. Alas, Yes, more things to send me to the Undercity. And it looks like there's a quest down here. Deathstalkers in Shadowfang. In preparation for an assault on Shadowfang, 2 Deathstalkers were sent to the keep to gather intelligence. It has been many days, and they have not returned. But we must receive their report if we're to have any hope of a successful attack. So, here is your task. Go to Shadowfang Keep to the south and find the Deathstalkers Adamant and Vincent. Find them, and if they require aid, then give it. This mission is as dangerous as it is critical. Do not fail. So that is also, it appears, within the dungeon. So I will not be getting to it anytime soon. And then we have a couple things over here to turn in. Harubal's Folly. Have you secured the Pyrewood shackles yet? Your persistence is commendable. With the knowledge you helped me gather, Arubal will fall, and his reckless magic shall be undone. Cheers to you. I feel like the axle vendor for the most. Arugel must die. Arugel still resides in Shadowfang Keep. We cannot claim Silverpine as a strategic stronghold for the Dark Lady until Arugel is slain. I shall see to it that his magic is eradicated, but I leave it in your hands to see that Arugel meets the death he so deserves. Travel to Shadowfang Keep and put an end to Arubal's foul spells once and for all. Bring me the vile wizard's head. And that's another one within the instance. And then here we have maps and runes. Have you learned anything useful? Maps and this pendant. Interesting. It is obvious that the Dalaran wizards are interested in Ambermel for some purpose, but still, their aim is hidden to me. Perhaps Dalar will show something of their use. Dalar's analysis. Take the pendant to Dalar Dawnweaver. Perhaps he can shed some light on the wizard's plans. Yes, mage? What is it? Interesting. More machinations of the Kirintor, it would seem. This is a powerful artifact. It was used frequently by powerful wizards of the Kirintor to channel magical energies. That they are delivering so many to Ambermel indicates that they must be undergoing a project of some magnitude. I will see if I can pierce their shields and ascertain their intent. Dalaran's intentions. Of course. How could I have forgotten? Ambermill is one of the sites earmarked by the Kirintor. noted because it houses a dormant ley energy node. The wizards must be planning to reactivate the node and use its energies for some greater purpose. We cannot allow this to happen. It will take a great amount of power to activate the area's ley energies. We can stall them by taking the pendants away from the wizards. Relay this information to Alistair. He will decide a course of action. Ill news you bring, if Dalar is correct. And I've no reason to believe he isn't. We must move quickly. I must confer with him on our plan of attack, but in the meanwhile, we will have to delay their progress. Ambermill investigations. Dalar is attempting to locate the source of the wizard's spell casting. For now, we'll have to slow their progress in any way we can. The conjurers, mages, and protectors are no doubt carrying the pendants. Remove and retrieve them. Take the main road south and the eastern fork into Ambermill, which I believe is already where I have to go. Just making sure I didn't have any unused talent points. So I think I'm going to start. I'm going to start by going over back to this island here, as it seems that there are quite a few objectives, and it shouldn't take too terribly long to get over there, I think. You may or may not have noticed, but I did get this character into a guild, and they've actually been pretty nice. I haven't played super lot since joining, unfortunately, but basically I went to record this video and I had to stop almost like right away because my daughter woke up. So I had to go tend to her, and then just start recording again. But while I was gone, about to come back, the GM actually whispered me and asked if I had like decent sized bags on this character, which I don't, because it's my first character on the horde on this server. So I told them that. Sorry, I'm kind of focusing also on clearing this stuff out and making sure I don't get myself into too much trouble. So I told them that, and they were like, hey, I'm gonna mail you some bags to help out. So in my next video, this character, I should have some pretty decent sized bag space, which it makes a huge difference when it comes to gameplay. Having enough bag space is essential. Otherwise, like, it feels like half of your time is spent managing your inventory, and I feel like it can really take away the enjoyment of playing. If I find herbs going, I don't know why it goes away sometimes. So yeah, that's a huge help. And like I said, at this point that I'm recording this, I've only been in the guild maybe 2 days. I'm trying to think. I think it's been about 2 days. And a vast majority of that time, it's just a random quest mob, so I'm just gonna swim on over to the island. A vast majority of that time, I've been offline because there's a lot that I manage as far as my real life and parenting. But also, as I'm sure you could suffice from the videos that I put out, I do have several characters. Horde and Alliance on Classic and in Retail. So it's kind of just I play what I play after the little one goes to sleep. So the fact that they so willingly reached out to offer assistance was really, really nice of them. And it wasn't just like, hey, here's some bags. It was like, hey, like, let me know if you have any issues or need any help or anything like that. It was just really, it was a really nice gesture. So I appreciate the sentiment as well as the help. I'm not usually a player that will ask for very much. I'm very prideful. Like, I don't like asking for things of people if it can be helped. But if I'm honest, I knew how long it would take to acquire more bag space and stuff. So I did appreciate that offer. And it seems like in Classic, if somebody's a tailor, they make a lot of what is it, like rune cloth bags? I can't remember. It's the 12 and the 14 slot bags. They make a lot of them to level up their profession, so sometimes they just have them hanging out. But it's still a nice gesture, and it would have taken me a while to get enough gold to get that myself, especially since I have to purchase my spells every other level, and with a smaller inventory space, you can't always carry everything you could loot back to a vendor, just because sometimes your inventory's full of quest items, or in my case, potions and elixirs from my professions, and cooking materials, or bandages. Like, there's so many things that can take up your inventory, so it fills up fast. And that's why I say sometimes it turns into a bag management game, which kind of sucks. But once you have the bag space and you don't have to constantly play Tetris in your bags, it's really quite enjoyable. I can't tell you how nice it is having unlimited water as a mage in Classic. I do have an alliance character on the 20th anniversary realms, and she's, I think, level 29. She's just about to get her travel form. And there is a reason that they call balance druids out of mannequins. And I don't mean mannequin as like something that you put clothes on, but they're called boomkins. And the play on words, for those of you that don't know, OOM means out of mana. So if you just drop the B from boomkin, it is boomkin, or out of mannequins. And there is definitely a reason behind that. And it is because one pull will make you out of mana. You can usually pump out decent damage, but just you run out of mana so fast. So if you're doing a dungeon with other people, you best hope and pray that you have a mage or bring a ton of beverages, because otherwise you'll have your whole group waiting on your mana. Like, obviously they're gonna probably pull things without you, but they're gonna probably not be too happy waiting for you to actually do some damage. I was gonna say, am I doing this right? I'm not getting like any moss. It's just a not so great drop rate. Oh, they are in the water too. Another reason that I am kind of happy to have found a guild. It seems a decent, it's pretty active. It's a decent sized guild. But something I'm noticing is that when it comes to the horde side on this server, it seems very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Just going into the Undercity And looking at trade chat, it's like super, super dead. It kind of amazed me, to be honest, because I don't know, like usually I'm just so used to trade chat being alive and well. And it could also be the time of day that I play. It could be that it's during the week. Yeah, it's hard to say, but I know that it is it is merged within the battle group, so there are other servers that share that trade chat. So it's just kind of like, wow, you know, it might be a pain in the butt to put groups together for dungeons. And dare I say it, maybe eventually raids, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Just because I have not raided since becoming a mom. I don't know how that would really go. Because if my daughter wakes up and we're in the middle of a boss fight, I'm pretty much not gonna be like, let me finish killing this boss before I check on my daughter. So then I'll probably be standing in fire and end up dying in the boss fight type situation. And I'm sure that if it's within my guild, they probably wouldn't care. They'd probably be pretty understanding. It's more of just like a personal thing where I feel like I would feel bad, I think, because they could fill that spot with somebody that can give more attention to that raid spot, if that makes sense. But seeing as it would be a long time. Oh, hi. Holy shit. They all just respawned. It'll be a long time before I need to even think about raiding. So I'm not too worried about it. That's just, I guess, my initial thoughts. I think that over there is where the mages are. Yeah, I think so. I do appreciate that these enemies are dropping money because I could definitely use it. And I also appreciate that they're pretty level appropriate, so I'm able to decently use up my rested experience. Ooh, yeah, see, this is... I wonder if that other mage over there is kind of triggering the hyper spawning. I do like that it kind of takes them a second to actually aggro because it gives me a second to react and get up out of there if I need to, like I did just now. So I was low on mana. I did see one over here. There's just like bodies everywhere. Oh my god, like the one I just killed already spawned again. It's making me a little nervous. I don't know why I get nervous. I think that when I think I associate hardcore WoW with classic because that was what I played. Like I started when hardcore WoW was very trendy. And I think it just kind of gave me a little bit of PTSD and I just like have bad associations. Like I don't know why I genuinely get scared that like, oh my god, if my character dies, like, so I just do a corpse run, like, it's no big deal. But I think that that doesn't stay at the front of my mind. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm surrounded. It does add a little bit of a thrill to the game, at least. It's just kind of funny to me. It's nice to like look at myself and kind of laugh at that. I'm not sure if that other mage is still over here at all. These things really don't want to drop that moss. One more. My god, they're just cropping up everywhere. I mean, it is okay. It's better than having the opposite problem, I guess, of not having enough mobs to complete the quest. It's just surprising. Conjure some more water, and I think I'm gonna conjure some food too, actually. So my health was getting a little low there for a minute. Dang, I was really hoping he would drop it. But maybe this guy will. I have to watch for that rawhide knoll that patrols over here. No. There might be some in the water, maybe? I don't see any. I was kind of hoping there would be, just because I know I'm gonna have to make my way up there to turn in that other quest. Something to do with the grave of the guy whose head I have hanging out in my inventory. Do I have any gloves equipped? Just really, really bad ones. I see the Murloc huts over there in the distance. But I think for the Murlocs, I'm gonna want to farm them up over here. Let me see if that staff is an upgrade. Nope. Dang, still no moss. I just need one more. This guy will give it to me for sure, right? That is. I know there's a mage royal that spawns over there because when I was playing over here while I wasn't recording, I had to kill so many these rawhide knolls to get quest item to drop. Like, I was here for probably a couple hours. There's that last moss. And I was pretty much just going in circles around this island. And so every once in a while I would pass over here and find that mage royal had spawned. Alright, so now I'm gonna make my way up towards that castle. It will take a little while just because of mana, health, even though I can drink. It still takes time to refresh. I think I just want to take the safe route and go around. Make my way around the way I did when I was farming up the quest item. I really do hate when they resist my frost spells. They get me, or they get to me a lot faster and start damaging. I need to refresh my buffs. My intellect buff takes so much mana. I picked up like the rank 2 of it, and it takes like a quarter of my mana to cast it. It's crazy. I might actually level up by the time I get over to that castle. Just because I'm on rested experience. And so these are giving me a pretty respectable amount. It's crazy. Like, I only have 357 health, but I have almost 1,000 in my mana pool. Almost up there, kind of. I just realized I got the schematic for a pet Too bad I'm not an engineer, but he actually got me down pretty close to death. Maybe I can sell it. I mean, it's a pretty low level standard recipe, but it's hard to say what things go for on this server. So I think so I'm getting close to an hour, so I might find that guy's grave and call it on this video. We'll see what if there's like a follow-up or anything. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet now because I'm just a little more focused now that the enemies are a little more close together and a little more dangerous. I'm also trying to get a lay for the land because I didn't really come up here when I was trying to get that item that started the quest. There was another character out here farming the same item, and sorry, I'm just noticing these guys getting kind of close. Basically, I would stay out here in the area I just was while they were farming up in here in the castle and stuff. So I'm not as familiar with this side. Just gonna pull him back because I know one of those is gonna come out kind of close. I think it's just this one guy. Like, obviously there's more up here, but should be able to just pull him back and be all dandy before heading into there. This curse is crazy long time. I think it was like 4 minutes when it was cast on me. didn't even see that guy. I think I should be okay. He seems to be sticking over there. Like, I don't know why I'm so tense. It's the same reason I was saying before, but it's just like, ugh, fine. I think it's also because I'm not really used to playing a mage. Like, they really do have pretty decent escapability, especially because I'm an ice mage. They pretty much slow enemies down and like you can run away, but it's just it's new, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out because I think I saw that guy run across there. It should be okay. Try and pull him now, so hopefully he doesn't pull that guy too. What's this guy doing? Excuse me, who are you? Who are all these people? Who are all these enemies? Oh my god. Yes, that 4-minute curse on me. Quick, get my health and mana back up. I think I should be able to sneak by without pulling that guy. Oh, why are there two of you? Ugh. And you're both level 17. Ay, ay, ay. Do either of you patrol away? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's really tense. I think I can. Are you kidding? I can't polymorph because they're undead. Alright. Okay. Let's see what happens. What? I need to get out of here, actually. Yeah, I need to get out of here. I think I'm actually going to end the video because it's gonna take me a little bit to get in there, and I'm probably gonna do what I did before and just take a picture of the quest and read it for my next video. So I hope you guys found this relaxing, even though I found it to be a little tense. And hope you have a good night and sweet dreams. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.